back to another Dragon Ball FighterZ video, guys. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I wanted to put together my own tier list. But this tier list is going to be much different from your average tier list because, look, man, Goichi already put out a tier list for Season 3. I don't know as much as that dude. I'm not half as good as he is. So I'm not going to sit here and put together an actual tier list. Instead, my tier list is going to be comprised of the characters that I find most fun in S tier, and then the characters I find less fun getting progressively lower and lower on the tier list. Obviously, this is all opinion-based and all subjective, so feel free to leave your own opinions in the comments down below. This is more so just for us to have a good conversation, have some fun, and for me to go ahead and give you my thoughts on some of these characters. So first off, let's start with a D tier, and the first one's gonna be Gogeta. Look, this character, I know a lot of people love him. If you are one of those people, let me know why in the comments down below, but he is just not my playstyle at all whatsoever. And I know this D tier is gonna be really controversial because I got two more fan favorites going on this bottom list, and that's gonna be Vegeta. Look, I don't like just mashing square, okay? Not to mention, he's got really boring and dull combos. Alright, admittedly, if you're Clayton, yeah, the guy's got some saucy combos. But unless you're Clayton or at his skill level, you're probably gonna be doing those really dull, boring combos that you see every Vegeta player do. Either that or they're just gonna be mashing light. Regardless, not a lot of fun. I gotta say it. Also down here, I'm gonna go ahead and put GT. Right now, everybody hates me. No one... I have already pissed off so many people with my first three characters on this tier list. But I don't like GT Goku, okay? I'm not a fan. And I can't really pinpoint exactly what it is because honestly, he is a lot of fun to play. He's just not my playstyle. And that's really what it boils down to. Also here on the D tier, we're gonna go and throw in TN. And honestly, if I were to put these in order, it probably would be something a little bit more along the lines of this. Because TN isn't too bad as far as like my personal preference is concerned, right? As far as how much fun I have with him, he can be a good deal of fun. It's just, I don't know how to utilize him enough in order to really pull that fun out of him. And that's completely on me. That's not really based on the character. Moving up to C tier, these are the characters that I do enjoy, but I just don't get enough out of them. While admittedly TN could certainly be in C tier, I think we're gonna start this C tier off with Majin Buu. Absolutely fun character. Amazing to watch and really enjoyable to watch. But I simply just have not put enough time into this character. And that's really where he falls short for me. Because I feel like if you want to have fun with this character, you gotta put a lot of time into him. Otherwise, he's got a lot of tricky things, and he plays just a lot differently than a lot of your standard characters. And once again, in order to get the fun out of this guy, you might have to dedicate some time. Although I love Beerus, I gotta put Beerus up there as well. Another character where you gotta sink in at least a little bit of time in order to get the value out of him as far as fun is concerned. And Janemba, man, Janemba goes here as well. Absolutely awesome character, a lot of fun things to do, a lot of weird and different playstyles, which I can really value in Dragon Ball FighterZ, but ultimately another one of those characters that right out the box, you probably aren't gonna have the easiest time using, and you may have to dedicate quite some time in order to get some fun out of him. But I do love these three characters. I just gotta put more time into them in order to actually get the fun out of them. This is also, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, look, I was gonna put Krillin in C tier, but I cannot stand this character. I don't know how J.M. Crofts uses this character. I don't know how Dante Doya uses this character. But I am not a fan, like, at all whatsoever. I hate how Krillin plays in this game. A good Krillin is a scary thing to go up against, but I personally do not enjoy using this character at all whatsoever. We might come back to C tier, but for now we're gonna move on to B tier. And these are gonna be the characters that I'm kind of indifferent to. I find them to be a good deal of fun, but they do certainly become a lot more fun once you understand how they work. And to start this off, I'm starting with Freeza. Frieza's a troll, okay? He can just spam you till the end of days, and there's not much you can do about it. At least against a good Freeza. A good Freeza is gonna call you out on everything you do. So, Freeza, B tier as far as fun is concerned. Z Broly, another B tier as far as fun is concerned, because although this guy is a great deal of fun, I need to put more time into him in order to actually get that fun factor out of him. But out of the box, the dude is nuts. Like, out of the box, he's a great deal of fun, and once again, really good at just overwhelming the opponent. Also, this is where Cell's gonna go because the dude has just got style for days, man. Cell's got some wild stuff that just is way too much fun to do. We're also gonna put Bardock here because although Bardock has a lot of really cool things he can do and a lot of wild combos, he's also really beginner friendly and really easy to pick up right out of the box. Although although similarly to Vegeta, you can just mash your light attack and find your way all the way to Xeno rank, he also gives you bang for your buck if you choose to learn him. And you don't have to be Clayton in order to do flashy stuff with him. Honestly, we're gonna go back to C tier real quick with Jiren. I don't know how I forgot about this dude, but although he is kind of fun because, you know, his moves have a lot of impact, and that's really all that makes him fun, but his combos look like they're always on the verge of dropping, and I don't really enjoy that. Here in the B tier, we're also gonna put Android 16 and 17, just because they have good ways of kind of like getting in on your opponent as far as like once you're in there, once you need to break into the defensive wall that is your opponent holding back, they have a couple of fun options that are really satisfying to pull off. And for that reason, I'm actually gonna throw Videl here with them for the same exact reasons. I might end up coming back to some of the previous tiers we have here, but in the comments right now, if you see your favorite characters already on my tier list, let me know your thoughts on them and where you would put them in the tier list. Also, if you like the way the tier list is looking currently and you agree with me, hit that like button. Alright, so far here are the A tiers. I just plopped them all up here just because they're a lot of solid fun. I don't know how to use most of these characters, mind you. Android 18's hits land, and they land hard, man. Not only that, but she can call 17 in for some extra damage and some, you know, combo extensions, which is a lot of fun. Gotenks is just Gotenks. The dude is wild, man. Cooler with his counter level 3, his DP, and all of his crazy range and options that he has, including his 3H. How could you not have fun playing this guy? If you know me and my content, you know I'm a fan of cheap, spammable moves that cross people up, so Goku's over here. I definitely had to put him in A tier just for that alone. Super Saiyan Goku, he's a pretty beginner-friendly character, but he still has some pretty saucy combos. And Blue Vegeta's got a command grab that's just way too satisfying to land. Super Saiyan Vegeta's pretty much on here for the same reason that Super Saiyan Goku's on here as well. In fact, I'll probably put him in front of them. There you go, that's a little better. I also had to put Trunks on here because I don't know how to use the character enough in order to get a lot of the fun factor out of him, but man, is he a lot of fun. Also, we have to revisit C tier real quick. I missed Goku Black somehow, but I do not enjoy using this character. Just really not my playstyle. That's really what it boils down to. He's got a lot of dope stuff he can do, just doesn't really fit my playstyle is all. And for that reason, Fuzamasu is also gonna go down there. Once again, has a lot of sick stuff, but for me personally, doesn't really fit my playstyle, so he goes down to C tier. Now, you already know what S tier is looking like. First up, we got Nappa. How do you not fall in love with this guy's Cybermen combos? Like, he's got some wild stuff he can get into. This by far is my favorite character in the game, by miles. Next up, we got Captain Ginyu, because I mean, look, if you learn one body change combo, you can literally play any character you want. And it's not hard to do a body change combo. Not only that, he's extremely trolly, and his combos are flashy as can be. So he's gotta be up there in the S tier. UI Goku's just got way too many options. Like, he's gotta be in S tier because no matter what your playstyle is, he's probably got something for you. I understand overall he may not fit somebody's playstyle, but as far as fun is concerned, anybody can pick this guy up and have fun with. So definite top tier as far as fun is concerned. Super Broly gotta be up there as well because the dude is just barbaric and there's really not another character like him in the game. Snatching your opponent out of the sky or just snatching them when they're turtling up is way too satisfying, not to mention the fact that he can chest bump somebody with a massive explosion. Look, if you want to feel like you're completely overwhelming and overpowering your opponent, this is the guy you want to use. Now, I don't know how to use Kid Buu. Not in the slightest, nowhere near even comfortable knowing how to use this character, but that's kind of what makes him fun. I can literally just mash buttons with this character and my opponent is too afraid to do anything, so it ends up working out in the end. I suck with Kid Buu, but man, is he too much fun to not just slam buttons with. And for that same reason, we have both Adult Gohan and Teen Gohan up in S tier because of the same exact reasons. Both of these characters are extremely scary. You can just mash whatever you want and something is gonna land on your opponent. Android 21 is also one of my favorite characters in the game. I feel like she's really powerful with a lot of great options, not to mention the fact that she can be extremely adaptable by absorbing your opponent's power. This kind of diversity in a fighting game like Dragon Ball FighterZ is extremely powerful, and that alone makes her a lot of fun. Here we have Hit. I don't know if you guys missed it before, but I did say when I get a spammable move that crosses somebody up, I'm in absolute heaven, and Hit has way too many of those, so I'm surprised he's actually not higher on my S tier. And it's actually for the same reason that Piccolo and Yamcha are up in the S tier as as well. There's nothing quite like spamming your quarter circle back medium with Piccolo. It's way too much fun. And even the quarter circle forward is a lot of fun as well. And same thing with the Wolfang Fist from Yamcha. Kefla, I gotta put her down in A tier. I love Kefla, I really do. It's a character I was really excited for, and I really wanted to be a main for my team, but she just did not fit my playstyle. I adore going up against a really good Kefla player who's got mix-up for days, but that just ain't me, man. You gotta put a little bit of work into her in order to get the fun out of her, but right out of the box, you can have a really good time with this character. Now, here we have the two base Saiyans, base Vegeta and base Goku. Base Goku I do find a little bit more fun than base Vegeta, and the reason is just solely based on that TOD. That is way too satisfying to pull off in an online game. Like, that is one of the most satisfying things you could do in this game. That alone earns him an S tier spot. And base Vegeta is just an absolute blast to play. Even before he had all of his buffs, and even before, you know, he was revered as one of the scariest characters in the game, he still was an absolute ball to bring into a ranked match. I would say the loops are a lot of fun, but I can't do Vegeta loops, so I can't really speak on that one too much. But guys, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think about the fun tier list in the comments down below. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? What would your tier list look like? If you enjoyed today's video, let me know by hitting the like button. It helps out a bunch, and it lets me know what kind of content to continue to put out. And for those of you guys new here, subscribe. Feel free to join a community that loves Dragon Ball FighterZ just as much as you. We come out with consistent Dragon Ball FighterZ content. Everything from ranked matches, combo tutorial videos, news and update videos, and more. I'd love to see you guys as part of the community. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.